So we're working on a 2010 Dodge Journey today with the 6-cylinder engine in it, and changing out the coolant reservoir. I just wanted to share something that I noticed. Might save you a little bit of time. When I lift up the coolant reservoir after having disconnected the upper hose, all the coolant wanted to come out the top, and if we let that all drain out, we're gonna have air pockets. We don't want that, because then we'd have to bleed the system. So what I did is I hooked up the other one right away, and I was able to use the tank here and lift it up to purge any air out of the line. And now, if you see, we have some coolant in there. And I was able to do that until we got some feeding through there. And I pretty much emptied this out. So I'm going to just top it up a little bit more, and we'll lift it up and see how that goes. And so we have our OEM antifreeze here, orange 2 for Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. And so I'm just going to put a little bit in here, just so I can finish making sure the system's purged. So we'll lift that up. You can see it's draining out. And it's a little bit more in there. So now that we've kind of completed our makeshift bleeding procedure here, we're going to just finish taking off the clamp here. Clamp it back to there as quickly as we can. Oh yeah, see, we're already getting some leaking out there. Perfect, beautiful. So let's act quickly. So we're back, and we removed that hose from here and attached it back down here. See that clip right there? And so we managed to swap this coolant overflow without introducing any air pockets into the system. So I'm going to finish topping this up to the cold fill line. We're going to run the car for a little bit with the heat on full blast, just to make sure everything's all working a-okay. Alright, so we've got it all filled up. The only tools that we needed for this whole job were those pliers and that 13mm socket. You're going to just have those 2 bolts on the front and back, 2 clips top and bottom, in and out. Alright, so for this first run, I'm going to run it without the cap on, just in case there is some air bubbles or air pockets that do need to get worked out. So I'm going to test fire it, and we'll be back in a second. Alright, so she's been running for a second here now. Everything's looking okay. So we'll just monitor this for a few minutes. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so she's been running for a few minutes now. Everything's looking good, no air bubbles or nothing. Revved it up, ran at around 3 grand for a few seconds here and there. Heat is good on both sides. Definitely want to check your heat on both sides. So definitely check both sides. definitely have heat coming out of both sides. Don't mind the tire pressure monitor, that's just because we still have the winter tires on around here. But it's going to be about time to change those. Summer tires will be going on very shortly. And that's about it. Time to cap it up and take it for a spin and go pick up the kids. See you in the next one.